I forgot to use my new thumbnail. Let me see. I might have time to send it over. ENVB seems to be the one today, guys. What time is it? 16? Actually, okay, we'll just do that tomorrow. It's 16, so I think it's good time to get the show on the road here. But anyhow, good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back to another live session. So of course, as you're tuning in, guys, hit that thumbs up. I did have the disclaimer up there, just a friendly reminder, to what we're doing here, and it being risky business, right? Day trading is risky business. Day trading is a business. You should treat it as such, and we have to understand the risks, right? Day trading is very difficult. It is not easy. So keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. It takes months, more commonly years, to become successful. So for traders like Brad, Theodore, who are tuning in on the YouTube stream, Gus, a lot of those members in the Discord will definitely understand this a little more as they're hearing me say it every day. Some of you guys are, here a lot too, but, just in case there's a newer viewer tuning in. But anyhow, so that being said, let's talk about the stocks that are moving today. There's a few that I'm looking at, and I'll write up the watch list. So ENVB, ZCAR, LICY, and lastly HOTH. HOTH is a stock that I saw for like years now. Those are the few that I'm keeping an eye on. Peter, what's up? How you doing? Long time no see. Okay, so I'm going to start off with ENVB here. ENVB seems to be the most active one right now. Currently up 50%, decent move. How's the daily chart looking? We'll take, not great. We'll take what we can get though, right? We'll take what we can get right here. If not for this stock, we might not have anything. So low 136. High is at 176. Gives us a pretty big range, but let's see. Recently pushed up to about 64, then dipped down 150. I'd like to see it holding up 150 if possible. If this breaks down all the way to 36, I wouldn't be too interested. But 150 I think is pretty reasonable. So I'm going to actually move this level up. I'm going to move this up, and I'm going to get rid of 36. If we're all the way down there, I'm not going to be looking at this thing. So ENVB on the daily chart. What are we talking about? How's it looking? So on the 29th of February, we pushed up aggressively from 132 to 292, but then we sold off. So we have that rejection candle and also the 200 EMA, which is at 35. So this has upside resistance. Now that doesn't guarantee that it's not going to give a move or anything, but just a heads up that, hey, we could potentially see resistance. So 232, I want to map out this level. I want to make sure I identify it here. 232. Other than that, again, the high point of that day was 292 going back to the 29th. My expectation, well, it's interesting because I don't really have any, right? In the sense that I'm not sure what the stock is going to do, but I'm more so looking to be reactive. So I'm getting a question, what's the expectation today on ENVB? This stock could be good. It could it could be strong. It could be sideways. It could sell off. I have no idea. So I want to be reactive, and primarily I want to see something uptrending. So if this continues upwards towards 180, not 190, $2, so forth, uh, from that point on, I want to be looking at those list of patterns and edges that we know and love from the chapters, right? Whether maybe it starts with an opening surge, 3-bar play, bull flag. What yesterday we saw the wedge breakout. Whatever is on that list, I want to see one of those opportunities. If I don't, then I don't want to be trading, right? And at that point, it comes down to the indicators, right? Utilizing level 2, the price action, understanding the key levels and also the candlesticks, right? Because we can have a pattern forming, but are the candlesticks bullish, right? Because the candlesticks comes first, tells the story. From that point on, then I'll get into the more of the level 2, and then try to identify the trigger points, right? Where can I be in with the best odds for a successful trade, right? So maybe it could come in the form of a dip, it could come in the form of a breakout. It depends. It depends, right? Maybe there's a panic flush. It just you know things have to align, and depending on what's available, we can make the best decision and also have risk management in mind with that, right? So that's ENVB. We'll see how this one does. Moving on, ZCAR, Zoom Car Holdings. What a name. Some of these companies. We got 214 for a high. Since then, we've pulled back, and the volume here seems a little lighter. But it's saying 14 million. The stock that we traded yesterday that did well kind of resembled this. Looks like just, very light volume, but ended up giving a move. And of course, that doesn't mean this one will, right? Just kind of saying what I saw yesterday there. Got to make sure to say that, because today, and that's pretty, we can mention that right now, right? Today's today, yesterday's yesterday, tomorrow will be tomorrow. So again, I think being reactive here for me is will be pretty good. WORX, perhaps. WORX, maybe I keep an eye on that one too, but we'll see. I'll come back to it in a sec. So ZCAR, as mentioned, we got 214 for the highs, 165 for the low. The daily chart. So we've sold off over the last few weeks. The last time we had any sort of high volume, we had highs of 610, 480, and 690. So I'm gonna put a target for 480 on the daily chart. That's my alarm for screen recording, so I'll go ahead and make sure my screen recording is turned on. Guys, when it comes to day trading, nothing is too silly. Like I had to set this alarm because I found that I was just forgetting to record my screen. It's one of those things that, no matter what you have to do to keep yourself in check, you gotta put things in place, right? You gotta set it up. So as silly as an alarm might be for some people, for me it helps out, and that's all that matters, right? So at 9:24 a.m. every day, that alarm goes off. Helps me to stay in a good rhythm. So ZCAR again, 480 for me is a level that I'm interested in. We're right now at 176. I'm not gonna bother to map out 610 and 690. Moving on, HOTH. This one here is up 22%. Well, actually, no, hold up. Do I have the percentage on this one? It's up 28%. Okay, there we go. I don't have it on screen up here, but it's up 28%. Decent volume. High point 190. Low of the pullback all the way down here 33. Right now it's curling up a little bit. I'd hope it can give a nice move, but it depends, right? It depends. The 200 EMA is at 204 on the daily chart. So there could be resistance there. But we'll see if it does get up to that level, how it reacts. Other than that, we did have some daily levels that could be a little concerning. You know, high points around 170 and maybe 155. So maybe, you know, we'll see. We'll see how this does. And this is going back to December 27th and January 9th last year coming into this year. And then 54 area, which in we're kind of here. I'm not going to put a trend line here. 50, 54, somewhat the same thing. I never will really look at the trend line as a particular like price, but more so a range. All right. So, okay, 170 when it comes into proximity, let's say, you know, plus or minus 10 cents. All right. How are we behaving? If it's a strong chart coming up to that level, but then we get up there and it's starting to struggle, then that's like an insight that, hey, maybe there's, you know, maybe there's some short selling versus this prior day where the stock also rejected in this area, right? Or just selling, profit taking, stuff like that. So LICY, this one here is up 21%. I think I might put HOTH up there instead of this one. And then we'll see the 200 EMA here is at 221. Interesting how almost all the stocks are at lows curling up into the 200 EMA versus a few weeks ago stocks were like at all-time highs and, you know, stuff like that. So LICY, you know, can we get over to, if it does, maybe 236, a good target? But, you know, also an area where we had a bit of a rejection candle on the daily chart. Other than that, you know, there's room to 354. So I think I'm going to put HOTH up here. It's going to be a day where I'm going to have to rotate through and hopefully I can find a strong stock. I'm going to start with small size today. The way how it's looking, it's not looking great, but that might not mean anything. So I still want to be reactive. That's a 2-minute warning. And there's a 2-minute warning. Yeah, I still want to be reactive, but I want to start slow just in case, you know, we don't get anything. I'm not super red to start a day. I despise starting like very red right away. WORX. I'm going to put this one in the recents just in case. You know, daily candle kind of trying to make a new high. 290 for the 200 EMA. Guys, if you're now tuning in, I did mention the disclaimer already, but we can mention it again here. Why not? Remember that day trading, like any other business in the United States of America, is risky business. 8 out of 10 small businesses fail within the first 3 years. And here within the market, they say 9 out of 10 day traders fail. This is not to scare anybody, but it's just to be completely honest and transparent that what we're doing here is highly difficult and should not be taken lightly. You have to treat it as a business. You have to be disciplined and you have to be patient. You have to have the marathon mindset in understanding that it can take months and more commonly years to become efficient and highly experienced. So if you're going through the learning curve, guys, utilize small size, utilize the paper trading simulators. That's what I did in the beginning. That way your risk is not super high as you're learning. All right. Other than that, remember the live streams and recaps are never an invitation to copy trade. Copy trading is one of the worst things anybody can try and do, right? It will take you to the depths very quickly. And other than that, remember, I do not invest for my subscribers. So be careful with fake accounts and impersonating accounts. I will never message you first. All right. So ENVB, I think I'll watch this one. Let's see how it does. Tried for the break of 73. It's going to come back down almost instantly. I'll try again. And same thing. Okay, small size. See, this is the good thing with me with, you know, just 1,000 shares here. Unless it drops a crazy amount, it's a little bit more difficult to lose on this price range, right? So ZCAR, And that was me attempting the opening surge. And it's trying again. 75. If it gets over 75, I'll try again. There's a seller there, 16,000 size. I'll try again. How's it gonna do? I'm gonna go aggressive. It best not fail here. And it seems to be struggling. Oh, okay, I'll take a loss. That trade, I like that. I like that trade there. We had some big bids too. It's kind of surprising. So it's fooled me once, twice, and then a third time. Do I just want to go short right here? 77 again. And I'm hitting the keyboard that many times because I only have 1,000 increments. It's not good. But I wanted to take size that in that area. Okay, 80, 82. I'm very skeptical. I've had now 4 losing trades. Okay, 86. All right, all right, all right. Not bad. But I want to see us get up to $2 here. Son of a gun. Chops me out, then goes. Lows have been 82 right there. High is at 87. Here's 80. Back up. I need to see some winning trades. I can't afford to get too red. I have increased my size a little bit because this thing is uptrending and moving all right so far. We're going to go for a new high. Not quite. I got to be a little quicker with my trades. Gave that an extra second that I didn't need to. $30 shares. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, come on. Not getting filled.
MVTC, MEDF,
I should have marked it in.
WN, ASCAU.
Man. I think it looks decent. But I would love to have those shares at 76, 75. And holding here, looking for the bigger move. There's some selling. What's it going to be? It seems like it might be struggling. I'll try one more time, if not to the depths. It looks like it's failing here. Well, short-lived. Short-lived. Short seller is also in control. So I'm going to start to rotate to the next stock. Look at how it's going down, man. I had the right idea where I bought 7,000 shares at 50, what was that, like 80 or 78, 75, whatever it was. It was a good attempt. I think 70, yeah, 75, 76. But in that areas where I would have wanted the stock to boost up, it looked great. It looked great right there. If I had more shares in my default, I probably would have went up to bigger size. And then we had big bids. You know, that's exactly what I want to see, but sometimes the market has other plans. So I'm red 300 to start, which isn't great. WORX might just be the one. Let me rotate some more. Wow, and look at that. Yeah, this definitely might be the one. I'm late. I'm late. 37 for the halt up. I might watch for a dip if it comes down, but we'll see. It seems a little tricky though. The halt is now at 48, which is a good thing. This is early. I'm going to hold this as long as I can. I think we should get the push eventually. 25, 28, 30. But it needs to get over 30.
PIXY.
There's a bid. It needs to go. 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 45. Damn. The halt is at 64. You got to be careful here. I need shares. I need shares. I need a small share size order. Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. This is good. Do not take me. It's hesitating. I might be out too soon, but it's hesitating here. It's reacting well. It's moving a little funky, but it's reacting well, all things considered. It's having some resistance at 40. Seems like a high hold right there. I might get back in. Tight stop. Okay, tight stop. Small loss. Sub 20. It could come, and that was a losing trade somehow. Could break down here though. It's see, I'm gonna choose the wrong stock here to start, and then that's gonna kind of get me on that other, 3. Okay, there's another bid. It might go all the way here. Oh, I'm gonna sell that too soon. I'll try again. Why is it fluctuating so much? We need to go. The bids are dropping too often here. 50, 50, 50. Not quite. So when big buyers are popping up, it's reacting extremely well. Note to self, right? Note to self for me here. 31. The low has been 14. I've been accurate, but I got to be patient, I think. Got to wait for those better areas. Oh, okay, that bid is still there. I could have held that. Could have been in there with size too. It's having some trouble here. And that bid is getting filled. Struggling. 10, 8. It held. Oh, it held. I'm going to try again. 14. Stop is at 7, 6 here if it comes down. Can we bounce back? There's 25. I'm going to give it a chance here to come up higher. 30. 25. 28. Good, good. I'll take the rest right there. Can we keep going? I'm gonna try again. KB, KB, KB. You see, it's like the strategy doesn't even make sense to trade if it's not the right stock. It's why when we start trading stocks that doesn't make sense, it just doesn't gonna make it's not gonna work, right? We got to look at something that's like volatile and holding up. And is this gonna hold up 8 again? I'm gonna try one more time. It could flush hard, but I'm taking the chance here. Playing with fire perhaps, but alright, I'll take a couple cents. Back over 20. Back over 20. Can we see something? 19, 16 on the ask. So I'm late to this one, but it's uptrending. And right now we're pulling back a little bit. Can we hold up the pullback and continue higher? That was such a bad fill. It might go crazy here. Or it might reject too. Risk is real high. There's a bid. There's a bid. I'm gonna get a decent fill, but it's coming down. That bid is a 20, 40,000 size. And alright. Can't look away from this level 2 for 1 second. It's doing well. It's doing really well. Build on the ask. Okay, cool. I would have held that if I had a better entry. Try again. Tight stop. Just back down. 22. Okay, I gotta be more patient. It's like it's having... What kind of fill is that, man? It's like it's having trouble. Getting some... Gotta be quicker. I think I'm leaning on the side that we get a new high. But it's getting some trouble when it gets to 40.
MBTC.
The new candle's a couple seconds out. Getting murdered with these fills, man. The new candle, there it is. Can we get over 36? It's having trouble at 40. Why? Is it getting shorted here? Oh yeah, there's some sellers. Ugh. Sellers are here. I think this is okay. If it goes, it'll give a better move if they have to cover, but we need to go, right? So short sellers are here. They're definitely here. And they just want to see it. If it goes below 0.8, they'll feel pretty good. And of course, for us, we want to see it as long traders. Can we go over 40 and hold above the level? Very good. It held 10. I'm gonna get back in. Can we trend back up to 30 again? 11. Will we keep holding up? Even if it breaks down, if it reclaims, that'll be very good too. But so far it's holding above the level. The high of the last 5-minute candle is 45. So we're in a consolidation right now between 08 and 40. We've had some dips towards the lows. The highs have been not so great because we've been rejecting the new high. Knew that volume was coming in there. One-minute candle right there from 26 up to 32. Not a lot. I think I just got to be patient here. I do have size ready, and I'm willing to use size. The halt up is at 92, so if I get the chance to go in with size, I will. But I'm accepting the risk. I'm also accepting the risk. Hopefully it's not awful, because then we'll be back to flat, which never feels good. Okay. I don't want to let my guard down, but I also don't like that we're seeing higher lows, or what's it called, lower highs. Like, look at this. It might fail. It's what might happen here. Like, we need to get over this level. We've also had higher lows to a degree, but this thing, the new 5-minute candle is a few minutes away, like 2.5.
MEDS.
MEDS halted. I'm not even gonna look at that one. That's a stock I had the $4,000 loss on a couple weeks ago. No, we're not a trading robot. We're just in a good groove. Okay, okay, all right. But I want to. Oh, sellers are back again, but are gone. So are they like trying to spoof or something? We had like 40,000 shares there, just disappears 26. So it could be a false order coming in or something, which is of course illegal activities. But it could just be that the person canceled. There's 36. I'm gonna try. If I see 37, 38, I'm gonna try. Okay, okay, not good, not good. I'm thinking it might just go all the way up if it goes through, and it might not give an entry. But I don't want to take too many breakout trades. Every time it comes up, it's back to 28. Every time. If I take all those trades, I'm losing like 8 cents, 8 cents every time. It's difficult though, because if it does go and goes all the way up to like 80, I missed that trade, man. And there's another seller, 29, 52,000. Are we gonna fill shares? Are we gonna buy up that seller? Let's see. Yes, shares are getting filled. 26 remaining. 20, 16, 13. Wow, not bad. We're gonna buy up all those shares. Stock means business. That's pretty encouraging to see, because that's a big seller. It might go here. Is this it? 36? Oh no, back down again. See again the breakout. So every time it gets to 36, back to 28. What was that fill, man? The ask was at 21 when I bought. I got filled 27. I might not even. I think I got to be more patient here. I might just have to wait. I have to just wait for it to go. If it goes all the way to the halt and I miss it, then that's okay. Seeing too many losing trades here. And the 5 minute candle will make the new high essentially double topped right there. 37, 36. $11, still fighting for its life. It is holding up though, you know. So, I mean, man, not bad right there. Held up with 311 and it's back to 28. Which way is it gonna go first, up or down? Will we get a breakout or a breakdown? And even then, you still gotta watch for the fake out, right? As in, it goes down, it's a reclaim, or it goes up and it's a false breakout. 10, 8. It looks like it might go down. 93. People are selling. But back to 8 though. If it gets over 10, I'll be in. Tight stop. It might go crazy here. Uh, uh, uh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna size. Wow. Do not fail, please. Okay. Good fills. Come on, take us to the moon. I'm gonna size back down. These sellers are coming back again at 40, man. What's that? Right there, we should have already been to like 370. That it should have went all the way up to like 370. So it's good that it didn't fail here, but we're seeing sellers again. And you know, like yesterday, I'm gonna look pretty good here on stream as the breakdown and reclaim is gonna hold up. Because sometimes this is what happens, right? A stock looks like it's gonna fail, and then it gets back right above the key level, and then they can curl back up. Sometimes. Scratch trade there. It's back down though, you know. This is not good. So falls break down, reclaims, pushes to the new high, and falls breakout. You can't make this stuff up. It looks a little weaker here. I'm. It might be backside. Unless it gets back to 30 again, then maybe it tries. Like what a roller coaster. You'd think after that sweet move up, it would go all the way, you know? I think it might be finished. I don't know. That was a beautiful trade though, man. What time was that? At 52. I want to see my exit. 38 exit, man. I just needed more size in that. But that on that move back up, I don't usually take size on that trade. For some reason, it's because I started trading breakouts when I first started trading. To this day, I'm more comfortable taking size on a breakout than a dip. I've been trying to take more size on the dips, but I think I need to get better. I need to get better reads. It's just tough when it comes down, like, because there's days where I'm buying, like, like we saw it hold up at 12, 11. There are days where I buy 11, I blink two times, I look back, it's at 280. And then I ask myself, why did I buy it so aggressively? And then so I think it's part of what the strategy is, which is to just try to get a couple cents. Even if the size is smaller, a couple cents, because then it adds up quickly, and then we can walk away with something rather than you made a couple cents, but then you get back in for that trade again, and it flushes out with huge size. Like mentally, I start to just feel, you know, it's like a roller coaster. It looks like it's on the backside, but if it gets back over 310 again, it could still try. It's not bad for me to keep an eye here. We had lows of 88. There's 03, 04. Is it on to something here? 5, 8, 8. Okay, not quite. I might try again though. 8, 7 on the ask. It's one of those stocks though, it's just up and down. So I wouldn't be surprised if it like gets back to 20, 25. Yeah, but it's stalling out. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Be sure to hit the thumbs up, and if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to our wonderful channel. But like right there, how it doesn't get over 8, I could go short. I didn't think about it, and there's probably no shares available here, but going short at like 7 for me would have stopped right at like 10, 11. And here we are, 96. Couple cents. Couple cents. I can try. Let's see. I'm gonna do 10 shares. Is there anything available? No. No shares available on Thinkorswim. The thing is that what I don't like about what's happening right now is that, and today, I think maybe even Friday might have been like this. It's hard to remember, but it's like once this move here is done, it seems like that's it. And now we have to wait all day, maybe till 3 p.m. for something else. I'm gonna watch it if it comes up here again. 7, Perhaps too soon. Yeah. I want the bids to tighten up here. Will it try again? It might try again, man. Come on. 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, not bad. It's one of those it's one of those stocks, you know, it's just this is how it's moving. It's a roller coaster here, up and down, up and down. So I suspect that 10 will hold up for dips, hopefully. And there's 32, 34. It's aggressive coming up, 35. Wow. Most impressive. Most impressive. And it's fluctuating quite quickly. Sellers at 34. Shares are being bought up. Shares are bought up. I wonder if it's going to go. It's just so weird how it's moving, man. Like you know, it's coming back down so quick. I'm not gonna hold this long at all. Yeah, it only makes sense if I'm in really low and like really giving it a chance, but these breakout trades, it can be down 10 cents instantly. 56 is the high. If I knew it would have did this well, I could have just held that position at 10 and kind of see, you know, give it a chance to get over 50. 33, 31 on the bids. Holding up though, 35. Right now, I'm watching at the tape and level 2. If something looks good that is different from what we're seeing now, I'll be in. Like if the level 2 picks up and like an excessive amount of buying is going through, I'll be in. Tight stops as usual. Yeah, what is holding it back? Oh my gosh. Wow. Try again. Do not fail. Do not flush. Do not flush. Do not flush. Flushing. Oh no, holding 55. I might want to take size.
MBTCU.
I don't think I got a great fill on that trade. Come on. It's going up, but it's not going up. It's turned into a slow grind. It should explode again at some point, but we'll see. The low is about 52, I think. Oh no, I'm gonna look away. I'm gonna try here. 81, high fill. Dang. I blink, I see 68. I blink, I look back, it's at 85. Son of a gun. Ay, ay, ay. High fill. It is moving at the speed of light. You know, at this point, I don't know if I'll use size again. It's very, very tricky here. Nothing there at 4. I'll try again if it goes back up, but oh, come on. What's going on with this thing, man? I'm gonna size down. I gotta size down. The fills are lagging a bit. It's moving too wild to be able to do anything, you know, heavy. How are those market orders? Let's see. Hope those market orders. Jilly, I hope those market orders are doing you well, brother. This could be too aggressive. 60, okay. 73. Could lose here. Hopefully not big. Can I see 85? 75, 76. Scratch trade. I could be out too soon. Stop right there was 65, but wanted to see a quicker pull away. And there's 79, 80. Okay, maybe I might have been out too soon. Yeah, I'm out too soon. That's gonna hold up well down there. The high of the last was 87, and we still want to see a retest and break over 4. I might get a chance to use size here. But it depends on how it plays out. It might try again. It might try again over time. Let's see. The low was around 68 or so. 67, 68 area. Nope. It still looks healthy. Still looks good. There's a bid here. Come on, man. Come on. The halt up is at 462. The last breakout at 350 went up to 392 on the ask. So if this comes up to 4, I think I'm gonna attempt to trade because I mean if this oh no, that's not good. 56. That wasn't good. 62.
NBTCU.
That was a good curl back up. I thought it was gonna go right through 4 right there, but it was a good move up. So we had a breakdown of the level around 68. We had a new low 55, but similar to what we saw at 310, right? Where once it gets back above that level around 65, 68, it curls back up. So now, will we get a nice breakout over 4? That's the question. Yeah, still struggling here. This is gonna be tricky, man. This is gonna be a tricky one. The high is at 417 right now. It's very difficult to tell when it's gonna go. I have no idea. So I think once it just gets close enough, I'll try. It doesn't go. Okay. Small loss again. I want to try again. Try again. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Going. Back over 5. Nothing. Failing. Miserably. Disappointing. Most disappointing, man. Right? Once we get to 4, 5, 4, 405, we should see 17, 20, 25. It's not going to go. But we had 68 and 55 as support. The low of the last 5-minute candle is 55. And we've got a bit of a double top. It's saying the high was 14. I think short sellers might be more aggressive here in this range now. Kind of have a bit of a double top in there. That's what they want to see. Low right there, 69. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing. Whether you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube. Oh my gosh. I was late right there. I got 73 fill. I tried for 63. It seems to be holding up again. So this is good. It's, you know, as long as it's not flushing down in these key areas, that's what I want to see. Perhaps lower before higher. 70. And I'm saying that potentially versus my entry point. I'll try 65 area. Can we get back to 75, 80? Or is it coming down? 55 was the low. Try one more time. I want to see 80. Scratch trade. Trying 58. But it's still lingering. I want to see the move immediately. Perhaps I'm out too soon. But yeah. Good, good. 72. I'm going to try to get back in. Can we get 75, 80? 75? Only 75. I'm going to wait. 76. $77. There's... Why is there like resistance here? We got the 78. Well, we did come from 58. So me being in at like 69 is kind of high, but still decent, right? But those entries, like in that particular type of trade, I could try and hold for a few minutes if I want to and put a stop at the lows. Sometimes it can be good, but I'm still, you know, taking a couple cents here. There's 80, 81, 82, 83, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. Not bad. 90. Is it going to go all the way? See, now I'm thinking I should have just maybe gave it a chance there. I took 5 cents. Could have still been in. But that entry for me is under the context of the 5-minute setup. That's the only reason why I would even look to hold it, right? Because it would make sense. That's the only trade that I have in my arsenal that I look to hold longer. It was a good risk to reward though, because if I'm in 58, the low is literally 55. I'm risking 5 cents. Maybe with slippage for a retest of the highs. This one is going to curl up nicely here. Oh, That was an accident. It's going to curl up nicely here to 92. So the last 5-minute candle, we had a high of 14. There's 3 minutes to the new candle. This one right now, we have a high of 92. So in the next 3 minutes, can the next 5-minute candle make a new high and hold above its level? Whether that's 92 or 14. Getting higher fills, man. Take a loss here. Scratch trade. I don't want to see a retest of the lows. I don't think it's necessary at this point, but it could still happen. But if we can start holding above like 70 here, it'll be great. We need to go to 55 again. Once it goes, as long as it's not a false breakout, which we haven't really been seeing a ton of. We kind of had one at 350 just now, but other than that, if we can go and not flush out, I should be able to see a good trade or two, hopefully. It might be getting ready. It's possible. I might want to start throwing out orders here. Nope. 78. Not quite yet. Just gotta remain patient. Not bad. I want to see the bids holding up. I might miss it because it's such a weird movement, man. I'm gonna try though. There's 97. It doesn't go. Ah, son of a gun. Are we holding? No. Yeah. See, sometimes it's just the way how that was coming up. I would have to gotten lucky to be in if it was actually gonna go, but it's back down, so it's a bit of a rejection of 410. And again, it's our third time going above 410, 414, 417, and getting shot right back down. This doesn't look good at all. This doesn't look good. It might be approaching the backside. It's possible. I like that it didn't sell off all the way down to 50 here, but not a good look. Short sellers are feeling good about that. Makes them more confident to hold longer. There might still be opportunities though. So I tried for 4. I got filled 07. And by the time I look back, it's at 94. See, and if that had kept going, I could have made money there, right? If it had just went straight into the halt up again. I mean, in at 07, out at like 59 would have been good, but now are we going to hold up 60s or is it going to go down to 50s? Are we going to get a retest of 4 again? We're on a bull flag. It's kind of turning into a wedge here on the 5 minute. But we have 3 nasty topping wicks. There's buying here. Could have been in at 65 perhaps. How's it gonna do? I'm in a little late. Tight stop. Scratch trade. We've had 2 bottoming wicks. I mean, if you want to count this one that we're seeing right now, you could say we've had 3 bottoming wicks and we've had 3 rejection candles. Question is, which way is it going to go? So far, we're seeing another move down here. 58 for those lows. 57. I'm going to size down to 1,000 shares. I'm going to bring my max size down to 3K. Can we get 75, 80? Is it going to be good? Or is this just a bluff? But I'm thinking it should go up to 80 here, but easing off. Guys, don't forget to hit thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Yeah, APM is worth looking at. Did we have the daily candle make a new high? How's the daily chart? Oh yeah, this does look good. Looks beautiful. APM. Volume. Volume is light, so I wouldn't use a lot of size on the resumption, but worth looking at. I like the daily chart over 1098 and then the room is 1749. WORX might be on its last legs here. Seems like short sellers are going to get that victory that they were longing for. All right, switching. I think I might switch gears. 8 p.m. I gotta be careful. I only gonna use 1,000 shares. I'm gonna have a different order entry for size though. I'm not gonna use any aggressive size. It refused to give back anything on this day. So let's see. 8 p.m. And the other one is at 76. Maybe it's not finished. WORX at 76. I wonder. 77. Here's resumption time. 36.06. This is good, man. This area is gonna end up being support too. Well, short seller's not feeling so good now. This is where people start to become anxious, like, man, why didn't it break down? It should have went down to the depths. We should be at 40 right now. So once I feel that anxiousness from the short sellers, I start to then think maybe some people might just say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna cover once this thing gets back over 4 this time, just in case it goes. And so I'm gonna keep 1,500 shares ready in case it gets spicy up there. That resumption is 1 minute out. I think the daily chart here looks good, so I'm thinking maybe we can see something. But I don't want to be too aggressive, especially if the spreads are big. Probably gonna try not to even get involved. Gotta be mild. Gotta take it easy. $36.06. What's it gonna be? 1082. Here we go, 8 p.m. Okay. The volume is light. Good fill. That was a great fill. That's a good trade. Okay. What? Did I trade the right stock? Bro. Nah, 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 nah. What? Oh my gosh. Bro, what is that? I thought I made more money on the first trade too. $30, man. Tragic. I almost thought I was trading the wrong symbol or something. great fill on that first entry because that spread was kind of there. I'm gonna leave it alone. It might keep going though. I mean, it has potential on the daily chart. Just the volume could be higher. It's crazy because I tried to sell the ask, but then it, nothing was happening, so I mark it out. It's a terrible fill, man. 12.21 to halt up. If it had more volume, it would have been beautiful. Size down 500. The lows were at 56 on that resumption, but watching to see if it holds up around 11. If not, maybe it pulls back some more. Fill took its time. 23. The high right here, 40. High of days at 95. Is this where I call it a day? WORX still has not failed yet. It's still, holding up its levels. APM, low of 88. Can we get back over 40? And a retest of the highs. There's 38. Okay, there's 41. Can we keep going? 50, 55, 60. We did have more volume come in, but it's sharply decreasing here. We want to see some higher volume candles, especially if we get over 40. I'm going to shut it down though. I think my instinct's telling me, and a lot of these days I try to stay a little bit and then I lose money off the top. Like a lot of times. I do think I'm net green. Oh my gosh, it's a bit. Damn, wow. 30,000 share buyer out of nowhere. Spreads are massive here though. Well, my hands weren't on the buy button, so that could have been a good trade. 50 cents. Go on to the wind. Break of 12. Not quite. Yeah, I'm done with this thing. High fill. Back to 20. Where's the shot right there? Yeah, there's a 30,000 share buyer came out of nowhere, man. When the volume is this light and someone is looking to be that aggressive, the stock can definitely move quickly. But, I'm going to stick to my instincts. I'm already giving back money. Gotta be disciplined, man. Gotta be disciplined and lock it in. Lock in this good day. This one is pretty enticing, though. The daily chart is lovely. Just needed more volume. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. So of course, if you're going the distance, and here and WORX is coming down. It is coming down. WORX coming down. It's giving out. Giving out like my knee in the gym yesterday. Collapsing in the depths. Guys, that's gonna do it. It's been a good one. It's been a good day. It's been a solid day. We were able to come in, lock in some good gains. Started off a little red, kept composure. and moved on to the next opportunity. For those of you going till 4 p.m. and beyond, continue to be patient, continue to be disciplined, keep looking for those opportunities that you know and love. As usual, you guys can check out those links that I have down below for Momo Pro. This is the scanning software that I use every day to get my watch list. Pretty good stuff, right? Momo Pro. I use the no filter actually here early in the morning, and I come down and I just look for percentage gainers, you know, descending order, highest to lowest, and then I cross check my volume, make sure that my volume is high and my float is low, and that's how I compile my watch list. This scanner is good, or let's say software is good, but where they can use some work is the high-low stream, which is the equivalent to, let's say, a momentum scanner, high-of-day momentum scanner. It's a little noisy. They need to add one filter, which is for percentage gain, and this can be much better. But other than that, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream in Discord as well, as we're getting ready to get out of here. We're getting ready to get out of here, so you guys can also check out the Discord, where you can see some casino stuff like this. As you know, we'll post these type of memes when the stocks are tricky to trade. But yeah, check out the chat room, guys. As you guys can see, there's a ton of people in here listening in as we're trading. I'll also stream my charts in here too, but you know, as the stream is coming to an end, we're shutting things down. Marcel is still streaming his charts and scanners there. But yeah, it's time to get out of here. We're out like salt, and we can come and see how some of the people did today. SF started off nice, $80, ready to go. So and keep in mind, guys, and the students are the orange names, right? Smaller size for those who are now starting out, which is good. Spooky $1 today, getting it done, right? Almost a dollar a share on WORX. Yes, 1K, and so already, you know, mentally adding those zeros, which is good. So once you are using that bigger account or bigger share, you're already used to those numbers. Tony getting it done. A lot of students are doing well. You know, it's good to see. But you know, we do also have people who are still, you know, getting through the learning curve, working, trying to improve. You know, but it's early, so a lot of people haven't posted yet. But for those of you who are here today and you know are trading, hopefully you had a disciplined day. Remember, a red day could be a successful day too, right? If you happen to be red right now, but you did follow your rules, you've been disciplined, but you know maybe you had some execution issues or something like that. It's just a matter of rewatching the film, studying over the charts, and making the adjustments. It's only a terrible day when we really break our rules, you know. And there's a few more people posting here. But yeah, it's only a terrible day when we break our rules. Danny P and Dan, small green as well. Nicely done, guys. Way to go. But yeah, this is our chat room. For those of you who are interested in joining, there are two options. If you want to just check it out, there's a participant role where you can, it's essentially a read-only role, right? But if you want unlimited access, you can become an elite member, all right? You'll have access to everything except the MMU channels, which of course are for students only. Other than that, the last link that I'll talk about here, and we can go over some TraderView, because I did have a student ask me to go over more TraderView stuff. So in fact, we'll do that at the very end here. The last link is for the course, right? For anybody who's interested in getting involved. Merciless Markets is the way to go. And it's only the way to go if you're interested in this fast style of trading that I do. Because I trade a lot of the famous patterns that are out there. In fact, if we come down to the curriculum, right? Some people might say, hey, Relentless. You know, if we come down to chapter 24, or yeah, chapter 24 can work well here. You know, some people might say, hey, Relentless. I've heard of ABCD patterns in 50 other communities before. And maybe you have, right? But the difference with me and what we're doing here in this community is that we're hyper scalping. So and if I come back to Thinkorswim, these are all my orders for the day right here. Look at how many times in just today I'm in and out. So we're super active. Like you know we're extremely active. We're using free commission platforms, right? And we're looking to lock in on these trades. And so, this is how we've adapted those famous patterns, right? And created our own edge by trading hundreds of times in all the key areas and looking to keep our stops as tight as possible. But yeah, if you're interested in it, you can definitely check us out. You can also come to the website, take a look at the curriculum. It is quite intensive, and eventually we're gonna add some more stuff to it too. Guys, by the way, there's something that, well, maybe I don't announce that yet, but there's more stuff coming. There's a lot of stuff coming. There's a lot of stuff coming. We have 32 chapters, but the very last chapter is our archives, right? Our live recording. So every day, myself, Marcella will upload here, showing you guys what we did. And you might say, well, RT, I just watched you on live on YouTube. Well, I also have this screen right here. This screen is what I record and post here every day, right? This particular screen here, which includes my level 2. I don't show this here at all unless it's in the archive, right? But yeah, you guys can check it out. You can utilize coupon code TRIAD, and we can go over some TraderView stats right now. You can look at this diagram, see what's involved and everything, or included, and then you can make a decision, right? But yeah, let's look at some TraderView stats. So TraderView is the journaling software that I use. I was partnered with them for one point, but then I guess, I don't know, they kind of didn't like what they were seeing or something, and they were like to the depths with this guy. But I still use them because it's a decent platform, right? This is why I say I'm not biased. Like, I use Momo Pro because Momo Pro provides me that watch list every day, and I'm gonna say that the 5-day momentum scanner could be better. And which same thing with TraderView. Like, I'm not biased. If there's a platform that comes that makes more sense for me, then that's what I'll do. Even with my broker, like, if there's a broker that comes tomorrow with everything that TD Ameritrade has and more, then why would I stay here? Doesn't make any sense, right? So that transparency, it's always going to be here. I might have to import for today. Yeah, I have to import for today, and then we'll be out of here. Let's see, export to file, save in documents, import documents. Let's grab that file. I'll post the screenshots in the Discord here as well. By the way, I do post this to Twitter, for those of you who are on Twitter, I can post my Twitter link. I post my TraderView like stamp. Some people do like to look at it in that way, but it's not all the details for the day, but yeah. I'll post my Twitter link in case anybody wants to follow it. Or should I call it X? Hold. I'm gonna answer the questions that are in the live stream. Just give me a sec. So let's pull this over. Let's refresh. I usually don't go over this stuff until the end of the month, but again, we'll do it here for the sake of the community. So in March 1st, I see somebody just started following me, which is good. One person. Somebody's interested. So March, this is how we've been doing for March. So not a bad month, right? We're up $27,000. To be honest, if I can make $10,000 per month, I think that'll be pretty good. Anything over $10,000 a month is just, it's great. So when we have months like this, it's really awesome to see. And we have more days to go. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more days to go. Unfortunately, I was red the first 2 days. This day we had ADIL. I should have been green because ADIL front side was enough for me to be green. But we also had the team house going on. I was a little distracted. Sometimes when you travel and trade, you got to be able to adjust, especially if you want to be a nomad trader. There's no excuse. You might be from hotel to hotel, different Wi-Fi, or maybe you're in a different country. There might be a little bit more latency. It's like if you're looking forward to doing this, that and hyper scalping, you got to find a way. And for me, being right in New York City, even closer, that location was even closer to the exchange than I am now. And it's like I don't know if it was the internet. I don't think it was the internet. I came to the conclusion that it was not the internet because the next day that I got home, I was I gave back profits again on this day here, I think. This was a red to green day. Yeah, I went red like 1K on this day in the same type of momentum that I traded on the Monday, right? The day prior. So I really think it was more me and not the market. And I had a plan on Friday, and then on Monday I took the plan and threw it out the window and still tried to be super aggressive, which did work. I went green to red. Green. If I can go green, it can. It must mean that it's not the internet, and it's more so me, and it's not showing all of it. But I was green 1K here before going red, and I took like 3 trades. I look back, it's like I'm red 1600. Like, are you kidding me? Or at least that's what it felt like. THUN. But anyhow, today's stats calendar, today's metrics. Net, we're gonna be at 29.73.75. $2,900, not bad at all. So we're gonna pay some small fees here. Let's see, detail reports. I'm gonna come to the YouTube stream in a sec. The 19th. We traded 379,000 shares. Average winning trade 121. Average losing trade $66. I can screenshot this and put it in the Discord. Today's reports. And we can put it on net. So I paid my platform fees here. And of course I still have to pay taxes on this money. So this doesn't just go straight, it does go straight to your bank account if you're to draw it out of your brokerage account, but you still have to account for taxes. Taxes are expensive, man. Taxes is the type of things you have to roll your eyes at, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Let me post that to the Discord. I'll post it to the P&L section. And I think we can also post this diagram here. Market behavior. I don't think there's anything else really. Win-loss expectation. We made 6,400 and lost 3,400. Didn't feel like I lost that amount of money, but there's so much cash passing through the accounts that it would make sense. APM is back up, by the way. APM. Lighter volume, but back up a little bit. I don't know if I'll do this every single day, and it's not even showing me this graph. Data not yet available. I'm not sure why that's happening, but it's been a good start to the year. We can check out the year here. Come back to January 1. January 1st. Detailed. What's going on? Why is it moving so slow? My internet. Reports. Detailed. One thing that's been good is that our red days have been smaller. So for the year, we're up $126,422.77. We can compare this to last year. We're hunting down last year's gains. We should surpass it hopefully by the end of next month, which will be great. This year is off to a monster start, not only for myself, but a lot of people are doing well in and around the community. Some of the students are using small size and doing well. Some of the people in the chat room, in the broader chat room, right? And then some of you guys in the, well, not some, all of the guys in the team house. In fact, I think I'm still the smallest P&L in the team house. I think, yeah, I think I'm the smallest P&L in the team house. So it just goes to show you how great the team house is doing, right? Last year versus this year. So this was last year, and this was a great year, like $688 a day net, right? Gross was about 700, but finishing the year at 171. I mean, this is a solid year. And then this year we're already at 126. So it's been a good start to the year, and we're just gonna look to be disciplined. We're gonna look to be patient, and it can slow down, but if it does, we're gonna look to reduce our share size and try to go as sideways as we can, right? If I can be green during a slower period, even better. But ultimately, my goal is to just keep it tight, and then when the market is hot, just try to push, push and push more and more. And so I posted a trade yesterday where I was using like 6,000 size, and that's pretty much the difference, really. Of course, a year more of experience, but last year where I would have been using 2K shares at this point in time of the year, this year I'm using 6,000, 8,000, 10,000 plus shares. It's my car's on the wrong side. I had an alarm go off last night for that too. Well, scratch trade, $60. Man, I hate that so much. You park in front of your own place, and then you get a freaking ticket. Street cleaning, and this stuff is only in neighborhoods that are lower class. In the upper class neighborhoods, there's no such thing as street cleaning to waste people's time because people are not littering like fools. But anyhow, that's like a personal thing. We'll stick to trading here. Yeah, share size is kind of what's really helped me out to do a little bit better here. That along with a hot market in February, right? February was a ridiculously hot market. A lot of people had their best months ever. Yeah, time to move, man. Time to move. Time to move out of the slums. Can I raise the volume? I have some settings on this mic that prevents the volume from like staying high, but I'll raise it here. It's probably gonna mess with a lot of people's volume, but it's gonna drop back down eventually. Okay, let me see if there's any quick questions and I'll be out of here. How's the market in Q2, Q3, Q4? I guess it comes down to strategy and style. But for us, I want to believe it's somewhat steady, right? Because really and truly, like if we come back to my like calendar, right? For me to have a good month, and I said all I really need is like $10,000 on a month to have a good month, right? I could make $10,000 in a day, and there's 20 days, there's 20 plus trading days in a month. If I can manage my risk and keep the losses tight, it's very likely that on at least 3 to 4 of those days, there might be enough opportunity to make like 10,000. Will I make 10,000? It depends, right? Maybe I do, maybe I do not. But that's kind of how I look at it. Like I really only need like 4 good days. You know, 4 really solid days out of an entire month can make the month, right? I mean, we look at week 2 in February or week 3 versus week 4, and week 4 were red, but you know, I mean, week 3 alone, if this entire week is the whole month, I mean, it's already a great month, you know. But yeah, you just need a couple good days and to keep it tight for the most part when things are slow. And APM is still curling up, pushing up towards the highs. Lighter volume, but good opportunity. A lot of the traders might like this one. Simon up 10K right now. Really solid stuff. Yeah, there's some people that mention hotkeys. Um, I don't really have any special hotkeys besides just buying market really and selling market. So I think or swim. I have Shift Z to buy market, Shift X to sell market, and that will be the quantity that's in my active trader. So if I come to this other screen here, um, so up top right here. So if I APM, if I hit Shift Z right now, I'll buy 500 shares of APM. If I hit Shift X, I'll sell 500 shares of APM. I could also do it manually with the buy and sell button right here, buy market, sell market. But what I will typically do when I'm watching one stock alone that's really hot, I'll have smaller size here, and it's relative for where you are with yourself and your career. But for me, smaller size, okay, let's say APM, right? If this is a hot stock, smaller size 1500, bigger size maybe 3000. And so I'll click back and forth between these two order entry windows depending on the share size I want to take. I'm not super tech savvy. Like I could be, but I don't know. I honestly think this is more efficient for me and how my style is. Like I could customize my keyboard to be crazy, but it's just too much with your fingers. Before you know it, your fingers are like this, like that. Like you're getting arthritis, man. Trying to capture all these hotkeys. So I just keep it simple. Shift and Z in, shift and X out. Some people will use Alt or was it Control and whatever. But those hotkeys are like 98% of my trades. I have sell Shift A is for me to sell the ask, the quantity that I'm in with on the order entry. Um, and Shift V is for me to buy the bids. But you can put it to whichever ones are most comfortable for you, right? Some people have like longer fingers, whatever it might be. It just depends. But yeah, let's see. Is there any other quick questions? Hey, Relentless, what do you mean by there's a bid? And that's a good question because there's always a bid. But what I mean is that there's a big bid, like there's somebody with huge size looking to buy versus what we've been seeing, coming through. Bid, a stock like APM, when it gave that big move, there's a 30,000 share bid that came in, and then the price just went crazy. So the idea behind a big bid is that if we've been, especially APM, which has been trading with lighter volume, right? Let's move this out of the way. APM has been trading with lighter volume. When we came out of the resumption, we had 246,000 shares, 200,000, especially on like a candle like this, right, where I think the move happened, 127,000 shares of volume. And for that entire 1 minute, if somebody comes with an order of 30,000 shares, it's like for that duration, it's like they're like a third of the volume. And so if they're in an area, and sometimes it might not have to be close to a crucial breakout, or let's say an important breakout or dip entry, it could be wherever it comes. But because that's so much volume relative to what's happening, it's possible that I could try to be in and literally try to use that as a stop because that person wants to get filled. If that's the only reason why they're putting out the shares that aggressively. So if I'm in a couple cents above that individual, hedge fund, mutual fund, big bank, maybe a retail trader, I don't know, whoever they are, if I'm in a couple cents above them, but there's a lot of selling coming in, I can then exchange my shares to that person. Like, okay, hey, you want to buy 30,000? Well, I just bought 1,500. I'll give you 1,500. I'll take this couple cents loss because the stock is not continuously going. That's the idea behind there being a huge bid. But it's risky because a lot of times the bids are fake. Like people are putting out, it's and this is a term called spoofing. Some people will put out an order and then it's like it's automatically canceled. And sometimes it's like a false, or I don't know how they're doing it or how it works, but you know, like fully, like you guys can research it, but sometimes the orders, it comes down and like the order's not there, the stock flushes out, like manipulation almost, you know, or if you want to say manipulation straight up. So that's the number one thing to be careful of is like not every time the buyer is a real buyer looking to be filled at that price. So I try not to be super aggressive at times. If the stock is already liquid, there's already a great setup, then I'll look to be aggressive, which I did in the first minute of the day. But if it's like something a little bit more lower volume, I don't know if I want to go in with size because if it comes down, it's like 50 cents. A stock like APM, this is just that $10 range. A typical drop on this could be like 50 cents, right? So 5,000 shares, 50 cents. Hello, $2,500 loss instantly. I'm using DAS Trader Pro for level 2. DAS Trader is a pretty popular platform in the trading community that's integrated with many brokers. They're popular because of their hotkeys. You can write certain scripts to build hotkeys. If you're someone who is like on the analytical and like software engineering side, you can really write up some crazy hotkeys to like program them. Hey, buy this quantity, stop out of this amount, sell this amount, like all that kind of crazy stuff. Sell half, sell quarter. Um, like if you guys are in our community, Tim and Marcelo, they're pretty like proficient with it. If you guys have questions with like certain hotkeys, I'd recommend reaching out to those guys, Tim and Marcelo. Uh, do I always wait to see a lot of green through the tape before buying? I mean, for the most part, yeah, but there's always multiple reasons as to why I'm buying. Never just one alone. There's usually multiple factors coming into play. Usually, like I'd say most of the times. We just discussed, okay, if it's a huge, huge bid, maybe it could be a little different. That could be the indicator for me, but typically throughout all the edges and patterns that we have, all of those trades, all of those patterns and edges will either be a breakout or a dip trade, right? In the context of, let's say, a wedge breakout, a bull flag breakout, those are like higher entry trades. Or on the opposite, panic flushes, VWAP bounces, those are going to fall under the context of a dip trade. Um, Primarily on dip trades, if on dip trades, I'm not looking for any sort of green. It depends. It depends. Like if we're flushing down, and there's an immense amount of selling, and the selling pressure eases off, and we're also coming into a place where the price can look attractive, whether it's like it could be something like the VWAP level, the 200 EMA, the pre-market high, something like that, the half-dollar levels, whole dollar levels. But if not any of those levels, but if once that selling starts to ease, sometimes I could look in that area for an entry with tight stops. But if it keeps flushing out, then hey, I gotta just take the loss, right? But in that type of situation, If there's no green, it might not matter because it's under the context of the stock selling, right? But definitely on the breakouts, like if there can be some clean green, that can be good. And another thing is too is when we're close to a breakout, there is some selling, but the stock is not dropping. I also look at that too. But yeah, I'm out of here, guys. More than 3 level 2 montage is distracting. I mean, it just comes down to I've considered putting up another 3 on this side, but I haven't done it because it'll get too messy with recording my screen. I want to be able to go back and see everything I traded. And if I have too many screens, then I can't track everything. But there are times where I feel like 3 is not enough, right? Because I have to switch between different stocks, especially if there's like 6 stocks on the watch list. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end it off, guys. Stay safe, stay green, hit that thumbs up. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bright and early again tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. Other than that, I'll catch you guys in the recap. Today's recap will be out around 5 p.m. Yesterday was madness. But yeah, stay safe, stay green. See you guys later.